I'm mad though about
what? About what, Shabba? Welcome back, y'all. Hello.
welcome.
Hi. Let me adjust my jeans. Do you do that a lot during the day when you get up?
I do. I have to adjust it because of the foop. Or no, it's not a foop. It's the, what are they calling it now? The pouch, the whatever this is.
The fat upper area.
Yeah, but that can't be it.
There's
stomach.
a gunt.
Okay, but is that what it is?
Well, yeah,
it's the stomach. It's not the foop. It's the stomach.
I really do love the word gunt over fupa, but listen.
Yeah.
I got it because, what do they say? You're like a little high in something. I got a little love pouch here. Listen, whatever. Do you guys want to see it?
Got a little meat,
Dude, I mean, I was looking at me the other day on this couch and I'm like, damn, you got a little love for, but I always get that in the summer because I just love to eat.
Listen, I'm a meal. Okay. I'm a little meal. Some days I might look like a little snack, but I'm a meal.
I'm a whole meal. I'm like that chicken parm baby that you want. Yeah. Hey, then that's how we are. Take us or leave us. Yeah. So we have some things to say first.
We got some things to talk about.
All right. So let's run down them and then we're going to have great talk. But whether you're listening to us on your way home from work, you'll love this shit. But first and foremost, if you're watching the video of this portion, you're saying to yourself, okay, what really happened to the real Jody Boulevard? And why do you look like you're on Jody Boulevard basement?
Oh, yeah.
I know we touched on it actually in a previous episode that hasn't even published yet. It's like weird. It's like time travel.
Yeah.
The reason why is we are now at the point with the podcast. That was a beautiful space.
It was.
Honored, delighted, could not. Everything happens for such a reason.
Yeah, I feel like we got to print off pictures.
We do.
It's like your first apartment, right? It's like your first apartment and you got to like frame it.
And I never had that. I never experienced. I said that to you.
Yeah.
The day
it's like touching,
The day that JPJ said to us when we were literally sitting at Cumberland Farms.
JPJ, we love you. We love you, bro.
And I said to Shabba, I'm like, we cannot grow this podcast anymore if we don't have a space. Like, we need a space. Like, and then literally 2 minutes later, that
he like appeared.
JPJ appeared and he offered us a space to use.
Quite literally 2 seconds later.
And that's
like, she's not even exaggerating. It was like
we were sitting there and then he
just said it and then he came.
I got out of my car. I went to say hi to him.
It was wild.
I told him. And
he laughed at us and said, yeah, I got something. And we're like, yeah.
And that was it. And
thanks, buddy.
I never had an apartment ever. I never had that experience. I never lived with a friend. Not like your traditional get an apartment. So
yeah,
I never experienced that. So so weirdly, that's what it felt like. And the space was fantastic. But now we are to the point where there's a few things that need to happen. The kind of guests that we're getting on the show in the near future, we might be doing a little bit of traveling, very short term, things like that. The second thing is we need to build up our merchandise. All right. So we need to have a space. We need to have a little bit bigger of a space, believe it or not, to have more clothing racks.
To store, everything.
And I kind of needed a space where it could be something quick if I need to fulfill stuff, if it's not something that's being fulfilled online. Okay.
Right.
And then another potential, and I will say potential prospect idea.
It's going to happen.
I feel like it's going to happen. And so it just felt right to kind of have it here at the Jody Boulevard basement.
Right.
So it's not that we're like decreasing. It's not like two talking fools. We're not going anywhere. We have not worked this hard on this passion project.
We're in between.
It's just,
we're in between spots to the next thing.
And you guys literally don't give a shit. Like, you never even saw, the majority of you never, some of you did. And I appreciate all the help.
True.
We do so much, but some of you never even saw the other parts of it. Where like here, this space, like we're going to add stuff to it.
But you guys are going to be a part of
what's coming up
with what's to come.
Yeah. And then like, if you guys want merch and stuff like that, we'll have some stuff.
We got you.
Faster to fulfill for you.
Yeah.
And then the other thing too is community events. People are really starting to ask us to be at different things,
Yeah.
And so
it'll be easier.
We just need a home base that's a little bit faster.
Right.
I don't know. So
I'm
here
excited.
we are.
Yeah.
So right now we're in Jody Boulevard basement.
On Jody Boulevard.
Can I say something?
What's up?
This is really, when we're talking about basements, I'll make this a clip, but New York City, we go often, Christmas. We haven't gone recently because crime's up. I don't care what anyone says. And so, but back in the day, you used to be able to go to the Plaza Hotel, and you used to go to the basement of the Plaza Hotel. Many people don't know about this, but underneath the Plaza, and especially like at Christmas, you'd go down there. Shaba, there was probably 15 or 20 micro restaurants all open, and you could go to each one of them, and then you could get a bar stool, and it was the most glorious thing. And it was like, well, it's kind of like for people who couldn't afford the Plaza, but still, what an experience.
Oh, that's a vibe.
Oh my God.
I would totally do that.
You would have loved it. Now it's not there anymore. As last time I went.
That's a bummer.
Dude, things change. But that basement was cool. And a lot of you know, and if you do, please comment. I would love to know like where you used to eat. There were some really cool restaurants. You could get sushi down there, this very thin pizza all the way at the end where the shops were.
Okay.
Really cool memories. So we're in the basement. So I think this basement's fucking fresh.
Yeah. Fresh to death.
Dude. What a week.
Facts on facts. It's been wild.
Going on?
It's been wild. Mm-hmm.
Like we were saying off air, like super productive.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Focus has been different.
Wow.
Yeah. How do you feel about your focus this week? I feel like mine's been like, I don't know. I've been laser focused, especially on work. I've been like, just
that's funny you say that.
Laser focused.
If in my, like right now for us, work's incredibly busy. She's wicked service heavy. I'm wicked service heavy in my industry too. But it's like when you get caught up, it feels good. When I sit here now, right now, as of today, I'm like, wow, you got a lot done today. Like I feel light.
Yeah. I left today, and before I left, I did a little dance.
And I'm wicked proud of you.
I hope that they don't check cameras and stuff, because I feel like I'm dancing all the time there.
Well, I saw that TikTok you were in. I saw that video you were in, laying down on the ground, girl.
Well, wait, this morning too, I was jamming out. I was listening to music on my AirPods. My girls make fun of how I say it. Earpods, sorry.
That's so weird.
Yeah, they make fun of me.
I'm glad they do.
But I was like listening to, and this is me. I'm like, just don't check the cameras, please. Don't check the cameras.
But I do want to just say one little thing here. I'm very proud of you this week. Shaba did something that I think is really important to promote, especially for women. I am due for a mammogram. I am going to make that appointment. Shaba did something too. Can I just say what it was, please? No, is that?
I mean, they know about the New York trip, and at this point, we told you guys everything.
I just did say I have to go get a mammogram.
They know about me getting sick in the car, the party in the funeral home.
Do you know
they know about everything? You guys know about everything.
You guys, I hesitate about sharing about that because I don't want you. Because like when we're not together, like if I'm sitting in the sauna or something, that's when I'm making these clips for the show. I'm not going to lie to you. That's why my creativity is like, well, anyway. But what I don't want you to think is I don't want you to like wake up one day and be like, really, of all stories of all 300 episodes.
No, you know why? Because at the end of the day,
I would never. I'm like, I would never.
No, I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
But it's coming from the source, right?
Yeah.
So like if anybody ended up finding out anything, right? It's not like they could be like, oh, listen, the world knows. The world knows. It's out there.
Maybe it's just me, but there's just, yeah, I don't know.
Listen,
you get older, like maybe you just don't, like it happened.
It happens. Stuff happens. But are you talking about yesterday?
Have I shit my pants before? The answer is yes. Like
I feel like everybody has, truthfully.
One time I was taking a phone call. I remember I had my favorite Nike windbreakers on. You don't ever, dude, you don't ever forget the time that you shart your pants.
No,
so
you don't.
I was taking a phone call and I thought I just had a little gas. Why not let it out when I'm sitting on the stoop? Right? Well, I sharted on that stoop.
No pun intended.
I sharted in those beautiful
it happens.
Nike windbreakers.
I don't care who you are. It's
dude, my eyes got like sauces. I was like, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, and then you try to cleanse
I'm like, that's not air. That's not air.
Yeah.
That is too warm and too numb.
Yeah. It happens. Like, come on.
Okay, so anyway, Shaba had something removed this week. And I just want to say that it could be potentially a little bit not invasive, but it was scary what you did. She could have canceled this appointment. She didn't.
I wanted to. I was,
I know
I
you
started
did.
sweating, the drive there. And, when I got there, yeah, the anxiety was through the roof. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you did it.
I did do it.
And then the next part, I don't really know how to particularly word this.
This is actually.
This is great.
This is funny.
Any whoozas. So where do I start? Shaba's got 2 girls. Okay. So on the way home from work yesterday, I knew she had gotten the procedure. She texted me, it's out. Okay. So on the way home from work, I call her and she calls me and she's like, hey, I just want to let you know that I'm that friend that you have to warn that, hey, Snoop, I just want to let you know that I'm putting you're on speaker and the girls are in the car. I have 2 girls in the car.
Yes, because I follow the law when I. Never mind. Continue.
Exactly.
So I wasn't going to lie.
So she says, I have 2 girls in the car. Mm-hmm. Okay. So me. Okay. You have 2 girls in the car. You have your 2 daughters in the car.
Okay? I didn't say that. I said I had 2 girls.
Right. And I'm assuming it's
my 2 daughters.
2 daughters.
Yeah.
So we're talking about the procedure that Shaba got and what she went through. And then her experience, and I won't go further. I don't think it's, I'm just not going to. I'm going to kind of tiptoe around. But short story long, I was really laying out detailed, very very descriptive type scenarios as to the reasons why Shaba felt one way or the other way.
It was great. It was awesome.
Or something or the other. Things that, again, I have 2 girls in the car thinking that it's her daughters. Then I say something very colorful and then follow that by another very colorful, extremely colorful, again, thinking it's her daughters. And then she goes, somebody says, and bless her little heart, maybe I'll protect her name, but let's just call her
G.
Okay. I was going to say Darla. Okay. No, but G makes sense.
We'll call her G.
We're going to call her G. So then somebody says, oh my God, G. I'm so
cover
sorry.
Your ears, baby. I'm so sorry.
Well, then I'm in the car and I'm like, wait a minute.
Who's G?
Neither of her kids' names starts with G. And Shaba, I apologize to everybody. 91 north to 84 east. I'm sure it looked like I was looking at my phone because I was swerving with laughter, tears pouring down my face, thinking about G going home and saying, yo, you want to hear about blah, blah, blah's mom's day? Mom, what does this mean? Yeah, I'm that girl. You should not Anywho's, I wish I could go into a little more detail about it.
Oh, wait, but then but then to add to the best part, so not only is she quite literally dying from laughter, and the 2 girls my youngest daughter and her best friend are at this point hysterical. They think we're the craziest people on the face of the planet, so they're dying.
So they're laughing too?
I'm running an errand, in which case I had to open the door, and I obviously had her on Bluetooth in my car, and she is hysterically laughing. And I go to pick up something, and the door is open because I needed it open in order to pick up what I was picking up. And
I know what she was picking up.
Yeah, and
those magnesium tablets. Dude,
the person's so I try to shut the door, and you could still hear her laughing. And then I open the door, and she's still laughing hysterically. It was you can.
Next time when I call, I'm going to say, everybody present in the car, I want to hear you say your name. I don't even want you saying anything. I want to know who my audience is. I was mortified. These are things that, and at one point too, and this is where that they were colorful.
It was funny.
One of the girls goes, what does that mean? That's when I know I went way off the deep end.
And I'm that awkward person who, in an awkward situation, I don't really avoid. I just kind of go quiet and try to process what's going on and just kind of do one of these.
I mean, thank God the kids are older. Thank God
Yeah,
they
they are
weren't like
older.
5 or 6 years old.
Yeah,
And
no,
they're
we're
running,
talking about
they're
we're
running
talking about
around.
teenagers. Yeah, we're talking about teenagers, thankfully, but still, like she said, colorful. So yeah, but I mean, a lesson was learned. So on the positive side, a lesson was learned. I had to explain things, but yeah, yeah, lessons.
I wish
Oh,
Irish.
oh, wait. So then I added, hold on. So I added on, and I just remembered this because I was telling a colleague about it this morning.
A colleague.
A colleague. So I said to G, I said, well, if you aren't able to come back over again, I absolutely understand because.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
you guys, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But let me just tittle tattle around the biddle battle. I just feel like as girls, as women and young girls, we've got to talk the truth about the woman's body. Because if we don't, I feel like young girls, I'm being serious right now, actually. I feel like young girls, I'm afraid that they're going to be like, wait a minute, am I super different? I won't go into, there's been times as a young child where I have felt like maybe what I'm experiencing is different.
Yeah.
And I'm like, had I known, had it been something that I had heard,
Right.
but again, we're 80s babies. So the things back then weren't like readily talked about. And I'm not talking about anything specific.
No, but that's true though, because then when it comes time, like for us right now at our ages, it's like, the panic settles in. You don't know what to expect, and
right.
like
And so,
you read up on stuff or you ask your doctor
you're right,
questions,
Sean.
but it had those conversations been had, then it'd be a little bit different now.
We always talk about menopause, how it's not talked about enough, how like people are scared to talk about it. All these changes to your body happen. But I think in addition to menopause, we don't talk about what the youth go through, especially during puberty and especially during those times that girls, we go through a lot with our hormones.
Or it's like just very like surface level. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's very surface level.
So I
I understand why though. I do understand to some extent, because if you think about it, if we're talking about youth, right? They're in school most of the time. I personally don't want the school going into in-depth conversations. I'd rather do that, So I understand that part, but
well, I wasn't saying the school should do it, sweetheart.
No, but I'm just thinking like timing wise, like you know what I mean? If you think about it, like the kids are in school not during the summer, but like most of the time. So like when would, you know what I mean? It'd be kind of hard to have some conversations with them.
With your kids?
Sometimes some conversations, because if you think about it, what does a normal day look like? Kids are in school, then you go to sports, and life kind of takes over. So when would you have
I make
those?
time.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, well, I'm sure that's up for, yeah, I mean, well, I think they got to come up organically. And I do get what you're saying. Life is very, very busy. I just hope that let's just say that G and your one daughter that was there.
Yeah.
Let's just say down the road, the next year, 2 years.
Okay.
Maybe they experience something that I was kind of talking about. And I mean, we were talking about,
yeah,
we were talking about quite a few things, but let's not forget the things that we were talking about are they're relative, Shaba.
Yeah.
We were laughing about it because we know it's true.
No, for sure.
So I think what happened there is like, if it happens to if the girls experience things, you know what they're going to say? Instead of like sitting in their room
being nervous and
not sure which even friend to talk about or how to handle it, or they're Googling and they feel like that alone. I've had that when I was a child, feeling like, wow, I just feel, I think we all go through it, but now they heard me say it.
True.
So now it's like, well, wait a minute. I know now I get it. Like Kate talked about this. Like Kate said this was going to happen. Kate said I could get this. Kate said this might happen. Well, now it's like, okay, not that I'm trying to tell you more than you should know, but we're women. So like, there's just things as men should have that conversation with young men.
I mean, that's valid. That's a good point. I feel like some conversations I've had, they've happened like during things. Like it hasn't been pre whatever. It's been during the time, and then you're like, then you have to have,
they're
never
sponges.
been pre-planned. It's never been pre-planned because life is just life, and man.
So it's like, you know what it is?
I gotta get up. My foot just fell asleep.
This always happens to her. But like the best conversations I feel like sometimes with my daughter
Yeah.
are in the car. And those conversations were always like to and from something, or maybe this or that, or maybe she says, "Hey, let's go here," or whatever we're doing. Maybe we're just going shopping together, grocery shopping. Those are when I feel like the best conversations happen.
Oh, that's for sure. Cause that's when I
You know
talk
what
to
I'm
the girls
saying?
too.
Yeah.
Is
And
when we're
then
having
you
girls
lose it
girl
once they
days.
get their license. But
Yeah.
we still go places and do stuff
Yeah.
together. So
Once they get their license, it's over.
yeah, it's different. It's different. But
It's over, guys. Then they're like, bye.
bye.
Or hey, can I take the car to go here? Or friends start picking them up. They take turns driving each other and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
So that was really funny. That was really funny. That was a very colorful.
Oh, that wasn't funny. That was freaking hilarious.
Shit, dude. You just
that was hilarious.
Can't make that stuff up.
You can't.
In other news, I do have to say this because the whole 5-part series, Wrong About Alvin, is now out, and you guys have responded so nicely to it.
Make sure you listen.
I don't know what month is autism awareness. I don't even think we need a month for that. Wow, dude, you could still see yourself. I know that for a fact.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, they totally saw the top of my noggin.
They definitely.
For sure.
They definitely
they did. Sorry.
Is there any particular, or do you have any thoughts on that? Or
I mean, they got to see my nice highlights that are coming in exponentially fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think the whites are coming in faster?
Yeah, I think they're coming in full steam ahead. But I'm here for it.
I can't even freaking believe that we're already towards the end of July. This is absolutely crazy to me. Summer is flying by.
Yeah. Somebody brought up a good point. They were like, Sheena, we're just over halfway through the year. I'm like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. How do you feel about that?
You're fine with it being
almost halfway. Yeah. 2025 has been a lot. Not anything that I would have expected. You know how I'm all about manifesting? Like, I think we were talking about on one episode how I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. I believe in words that you try to like live by. So I choose words. I didn't even choose words for 2025. I kind of just
2024 was rough.
2024 was rough. 2025 was a lot kinder.
Shaba,
but
what
still,
is that sound?
I don't know.
Okay.
I know. Yeah, 2025 was kinder. But
we're in 2025, right?
I mean, yeah, but we're like, I'm speaking about it because we're like just over halfway through at this point. I don't know. How do you feel about 2025 so far?
I feel about 2025. I don't know. I feel really busy. I feel like my mind is like marbles that are just going around and like that. What is that, roulette? I feel like it's hard for me sometimes to like, I'm multitasking, but it's difficult. I can tell my body's changing. I was telling somebody that I play softball with, I was telling a few people at softball, having a little hard time with my softball this season because now I'm 41. You feel your body change. It's just inevitable. And I'm still hitting really strong. And they say I'm fast, but I think I just have really nice teammates. But I feel my body changing. I'm just not quite as agile and I don't move like I used to. And so I find myself getting very nervous before games, and it's not that I'm falling out of love with the game, but I have to, like this person said, I have to set new expectations for my body.
Yeah.
So I have, so that's been interesting. I had one, you know, this teammate of mine. I have one teammate, Melissa. I don't care.
We love you, girl.
I'm going to call you out.
We love you,
I might
girl.
even make this a clip and then share it on your Facebook page. But this chick having like literally the best season of her life. I'm not even kidding. She's she's just doing incredible.
I love her. She's a whole vibe.
She is. Well, what does she do? She like jumps off her husband's truck and breaks her arm again.
Wait, that's how she did it? Wait, that's how she did it?
And I say
Girl,
stupid because I miss
Melissa,
her.
Melissa.
Yeah.
Really?
So she was on this, but people like her, she brought all the life yesterday. You know,
I could see that. I could see that.
Not for nothing. We were down 14-6, I think, or something like that. I've never been good at that shit. And she comes along, revs up the team, and my God, we lost by 1 run. We almost came back and won the whole game.
I'm not surprised. I love her. She's a vibe. She's always been a vibe. She's still a vibe. She's always going to be a vibe. I love her. As a matter of fact, we should have her, we should, I don't know. I something on my mind.
She's got Georgia.
Yeah, I got something on my mind.
Georgia.
I got something
No,
on my
is it
mind with
Georgia
you,
on my
Melissa.
mind?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I got something on my mind for you, Melissa.
But anyway, I love people in our lives that are rays of sunshine. I love the friends in my life who don't hold restrictions. If we don't see each other for years, we can see each other, give each other a hug, have a beer, and it's like nothing ever stopped.
Yep.
These are the friendships we need, because as women, our weeks are so busy. Y'all still think we be spending all this time here in the basement. Girl, no, we're not.
Yeah, no, I have to agree with that. I definitely have to agree with that. When it comes to friendships, I like that some people don't have expectations. I felt like to a point where I felt like I was being, and this is not with like any one person in particular, just a couple of people. You can kind of tell when you either one start outgrowing people or you guys are kind of going in different directions. I kind of felt a little bit suffocated because there's just so many expectations. Like if you don't call somebody enough, or you don't call them by a certain time, or if you don't text them, or whatever the case is, like, people are just getting upset. And it's like, life is lifing. That is the last thing on my mind. You know what I mean? Like, that is not my intention, but to constantly feel like, you know what I mean? So I have to agree with you. I love the friends that you could just pick up where you left off. And there's no questions asked. Like, it's not like, there's nothing. I love that. But I do have to say 2025, it's been a kinder year. I just feel like it's been a year full of so many lessons. I feel like it's been one lesson after another in so many different aspects. But it's also, I don't know, I'm kind of grateful for it at the same time, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, dude, I think
it's been one lesson after another, but I'm grateful for those lessons.
There is a shift.
If that makes
happening.
any sense. Does that make any sense to you guys? It's a lot of lessons.
There's a lot of things happening, but I think there's a lot of personal growth. I feel like in myself, there's a lot of personal growth, and I feel like I'm almost like a cocoon. The butterfly's coming, but I just have to trust this process of whatever we're going through. And I feel like 2025 is very tiring.
I have to agree with that.
I think it's tiring.
I have to agree with that.
For waking up every day, Jesus, and
hallelujah, thank you,
health, and
hallelujah,
and all that. At the same point, I mean, it's not just us talking about how tired people are, but like people are exhausted. Kids are doing more than ever. Parents are both parents working more than ever. People who are doing it on their own more than ever. Everything is more than ever.
Everything is more than ever. But I think that even with that being said, when you come to a realization that like you're existing, but you're not living,
that's a hard truth, bro.
It's a hard truth. When you get to that point,
we just talked about
it's easier to start saying no to a lot of things. Like, I feel like there was one time we were talking about this. I had to kind of sit back and reflect on how much time is spent on different things or in different areas. And one of the lessons that I did learn this year that I'm grateful for was to start saying no to things that do not serve me.
Yeah.
Like things that are an obligation that I allowed to be an obligation, but they don't serve me. And in turn, I got back more time for the things that mattered the most.
It's a good balance to feel.
Yes. And I am very, 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 very grateful for that lesson. That was one of many.
Once you realize, I don't know if you do it like we do, but like 2 a.m., you wake up, you start scrolling, and then you get that one Instagram post, and it's like that really sad music. And it's like, if you are 41 years old, this literally just happened. And it was like, oh, you're 41 years old. Me. And it's like, you have, if you live 26 more years, it was like going by like statistics. Well, that was for somebody a little bit older, but you get what I'm saying. And they're going through, you have like, let's say 1,926 more weekends and blah, blah, blah.
So many summers left.
And then when you start breaking this down, and then you think about all the little things you're missing. For me, where my guilt lies, of many places, I'm very critical of myself, is the time that I wasted doing things that but
that don't serve you.
That don't serve me.
Yep.
Now, I'm not going to sit and look back too long because I'm not there, but if I really look at it, wasted a lot of time. And I'll say that.
For sure.
Sucks.
Yeah, things that don't serve you.
If you have the ability to change, if you listen to this and you're like, damn, then make that change. Start tomorrow, start tonight, start today.
Yeah.
Your time is literally,
you don't get it back.
It's the only thing we have. All this materialistic shit, everything. We don't take this with us. There is no bank accounts in heaven. Time is our greatest currency.
And you don't get it back.
Greatest currency.
You don't get it back.
You don't get it back.
You don't get it back.
This Shabbat is like, this is going to be the only July, whatever today is, 25th, whatever day it is. This is 2025. This is the
25.
only day we're going to have. That's going to look just like this.
July 25th.
Yeah.
It's true. You don't get that time back. So learning to say no to a lot more things. And if there's something that you're interested in or passionate about, pursuing that.
Another thing, some highlights of 2025.
Oh, yeah.
You know, something too
that got kind of solemn a little bit. Yeah.
Well, no, it was, I really like that you brought up this topic. Yeah. I get on Korean TikTok a lot. I'm there. I love these people. I love the way they live. And in turn, because I watch so many of them, I now find myself repurposing things more because they're very frugal in many ways. And I love how they do it. I'm finding they're rubbing off on me a lot. I find myself preparing my meals, trying to bring my lunches to work, all these little things, keeping little plastic, or maybe this is my mother, keeping little plastic containers to reuse, this, that, and the other thing. I don't know. It's just kind of interesting. So I'm picking up different things.
I love that. I love that for you.
But in general, I feel like the world is tilted on crazy.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear something else that is fucking bone chilling?
Yeah.
If any of you have gotten onto Yellowstone TikTok lately because things are happening, this guy has a house. He lives very close to Yellowstone. And in parts of his lawn, he'll put a water bottle down and the ground is literally shaking nonstop. Like it's about to blow. And he's been documenting it for a couple days now. I can't even sleep. I just watch it. He's like, look at it. And that water bottle's like bouncing. And it feels like at any moment Yellowstone could erupt.
Yeah, see, I can't watch that. This would be me. The second I saw that water bottle shaking like that, I would just I'd swipe.
Well,
ignorance is bliss. I don't want to see it.
Bro, you know the one thing that does freak me out, and I cannot watch it by myself, is sometimes at night when we take our 2 a.m. piss breaks. You know how that goes?
You guys know.
Y'all know all know.
Women.
We are up.
You girls know. You women that have had children, you know, the 2 a.m., the 3 a.m.
Actually, weirdly, right now, I think part of the problem
sometimes it starts at 1.
If I go to bed at 8, between 8:30 and 9, I am up at midnight. So I have to start on the couch.
Really? I'm usually up like clockwork at 2 o'clock. I wish it was the latest. And that's if I get up at 2 and I go like this and I'm like, nope. I go back to sleep. Then my body tells me, bitch, get up. And by that point, it's 3 o'clock and I need to get up because if I don't get up, we're going to have issues. So I get up and that's my usually time. But it's 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning, like clockwork, every single night.